KARV Reformer, Booty Builder Plus. Springs, level 1 beginners, you're on 1 spring. Level 2 intermediates, 1.5 spring. And level 3 advanced, 2 springs. Side lying legs and bum. Starting with your bent leg kickback. So here you've got your left foot in your strap. So make your way onto your right hand side, setting up your reformer. You have your long loop over the arch of your top foot. Wiggle that bottom back to the back edge of the carriage. And your hips and shoulders are square to the wall in front of you. Good. Really press the top hip away from your ribs. You got that nice arch underneath the underside of your body there. And let's go. Pushing your heel through the strap, pressing your heel back in line with your bottom, and then swinging it forward, bending the knee to return. Always keeping the rope in front of your knee. So if the rope is touching your knee, then bring your heel a little further forward, and that way it will keep the rope off your knee. Good. I like to glide the heel along the top of the foot bar. So that's a nice little hot tip there as well to keep the leg in line with your hip. Straight leg kick back. So the same movement, but the straight leg swings forward and presses on back. Good. Let's go. Swinging the straight leg forward, stopping your toes in line with your hips, and then really pressing your heel away from the body. Nice. Make sure when you're pressing the straight leg back, you stop in line with your hip. You never go too far back, opening your hip up to the ceiling. You want to keep both hips square, facing forward to the wall in front of you. I like to keep the hand on the hip as well. That can help remind you to keep your hip square. Alternating bent and straight leg kick back. So we're doing 1 bent leg kick back and then 1 straight leg kick back. Here we go. Bending and stretching the top leg and then swinging the straight leg forward, pressing the heel back in line with your hips. Alternating one and then the other. Keep going. Make sure your straight leg is in line with your hips, please. We're not dropping down to the springs or lifting it up to the ceiling. Gliding the foot along the same line as the foot bar. Good. Straight leg internal pulses with kickback. So swing the straight leg forward, internal rotation, and you're pulsing that straight leg up and down for 10 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the straight leg back, swing forward, internal rotation, and continue pulsing again. 10 pulses. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the straight leg back. And again, swing, internal rotation. Keep pulsing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing it back. Nice. Internal rotation pulses only. So keep the straight leg forward. Hips are square. Toes to the floor or pointing to the floor. And let's go pulsing that straight leg up and down. Good. Keeping the carriage still. The carriage does not move at all when you're pulsing. You've got the resistance through the back of that leg. Good. Time to burn that gorgeous butt of yours. 5 seconds to go. Excellent. Press the straight leg back. You've got your single leg frog press. So here, rotating your knee and toes up to the ceiling. Pull the toes back towards your shin, and then you're bending and stretching that top leg. Stopping your knee in line with your hip as you bend. Then push your heel away from the body towards the front of the carriage. Good. And again, the rope is running on the inside of your knee. So if the rope is on the back of the knee, you have to open up your hip a bit more. So open your knee up to the ceiling. Good. Keep going. One more. Nice. Fire hydrant to frog press. So here, fire hydrant, the carriage does not move at all. Bend in the knee. You're lowering the leg down, lifting the whole leg up, pushing the carriage away, and bending the knee back in to return. So here we go. Stretching and bending the knee for your frog press, then lower and lift the leg in the fire hydrant. Keeping the carriage still as you lower and lift that leg. How square are your hips? Are they opening up to the ceiling as you open the knee up to the ceiling? If so, roll your hip forward. Good. You're doing very well here. Nice. Fire hydrant only. So keeping the carriage still. Good. And we're really starting to juice up your glutes now. Here we go. Pressing your foot through the strap as you lower and lift the leg here. So the carriage doesn't move. You'll still have the resistance through that left leg. And keeping the knee pointing to the rope. So we're lowering the leg, the knee points to the rope, and then opening up to the ceiling. Keep the knee back behind the rope. Keep going. Nice. 5 seconds to go. Beautiful. Single straight leg lift. So we get to stretch that leg out. Again, keeping your hips square to the wall in front of you, rotating your knee and toes outwards. You're in external rotation here. Lifting and lowering that straight leg up and down. Good. And working with your foot as well. So as you lift, pull the toes back towards your shin. And as you lower, reach the toes away from the shin. So you're pointing to lower the leg down. Feeling a nice stretch through the back of the leg as well as you lift. Good. And really engaging in those hamstrings as you press the straight leg down. Keep going. Nice. Corkscrew. My favorite. This really digs into your bum here. We love it. So you're bending the knee longer than a frog press, and the rotation comes from the hip. So you're rotating your knee and toes down to the ground and up to the ceiling. Again, keeping the carriage still. So your foot stays in the same position in the strap as you rotate in and out. Keep going. 10 seconds. Burn. Nice work. And then single straight leg stretch. So grab the strap. If you've got the small loop, grab the small loop and pull the leg to the side. Enjoy a beautiful, nice, deep stretch through the back of the leg. Good work. Floor lunges with dumbbells. We're starting with our lunges with bicep curls. So make your way over to the left-hand side of your carriage. If you're facing the footbar, you're standing on the left-hand side facing the footbar. Grab those dumbbells and setting yourself up. You have your left foot down on the ground, your right heel back into the shoulder pad behind you. Make sure your toes are forward. Grab those dumbbells. Nice straight long spine. You're balancing on one leg. And here we go. Sending the carriage away from the platform as you bend the supporting leg. And drawing the carriage back in as you stretch. You're adding your bicep curls as you stand up, as you bring the carriage back into the platform. Good. And keep that body moving. Checking out the placement of your knee, please. Is your knee pressed outwards in line with your pinky toes? Push it out. Good. And really keep that spine nice and long. You're reaching the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Nice long spines. Good. Straight leg lunge with triceps extension and overhead press. So you're adding in a few extra bits with those arms. Send the carriage away. You're pushing the carriage out with a straight back leg. Standing up tall, reaching those arms overhead, and then drawing them back down again. Nice. Keep going. Adding that rise as you stand up nice and tall for that extra challenge. Keeping the leg nice and straight as you lift the heel, and then bending the knee as you lower the heel to push back into that nice, low, deep lunge. How low can you go? One more. Scooter with tricep extension. So you're staying low, isometric hold here in that lunge. You're bending the back knee in, pulling the carriage into the platform and sending it away. Arms are long behind you. As you extend those arms, the leg extends. And as you bend the elbows, the knee bends. Keep pointing those elbows up to the ceiling. And you can always do these arm movements as well with or without dumbbells. Good. Keep going. How low can you go in that lunge? Nice. Nice and warm through that left leg as well. And We're done there. Here we have our scooter lunge with overhead press. So you have one lunge, one scooter, and then standing up tall, overhead press, stretch those arms up to the ceiling. We're adding the two together. Sink deep, pull the carriage in and out, stand tall, reach those arms to the ceiling. Keep going. Good. 3 seconds to go. Got one more in you. Lunge hold with forward punch. Time to really spice up your bum here. Let's sink nice and low into that single straight leg lunge. Really push your back heel through the shoulder pad, and then we're punching those dumbbells forward. Or your fists if you don't have dumbbells. Keep going. Mini punches. Keeping the chest and shoulders open. How low can you sink into that lunge? You're pressing your hips down to the ground. And keeping the body as still as you can as you challenge yourself with those nice, strong, fast punches. Keep going. Nice work. Lunge pulses to scooter pulses. So here you've got your back leg straight. You've got 2 pulses down, 1, 2. And then the back knee draws in, bringing the carriage in, 2 pulses in with the back knee. Let's go. So we're starting with the back leg straight, pulsing up and down. And then we're adding the 2 together. So bend the back knee, 2 pulses in, extend the back leg, 2 pulses out. Adding those tricep extensions as well. Remember that arms move in the same direction that the back leg is moving. So if the arms are straight, the leg is straight. The arms are bent, the knee is bent. Keep going. 2 pulses down and 2 pulses out. Lunge to pike. So put those dumbbells on your platform. Hands are on the foot bar. Sink low into your lunge. You're pressing your hands through the foot bar, keeping the back leg straight. Lifting the hips up to the ceiling. Really rounding that spine. So press your hands through the foot bar. We're floating the foot off the floor and landing in the exact same spot where you left it. This is a flying splits prep, by the way. Keep practicing. Good. 4 seconds to go. And then we have your glute, hamstring, and quad stretch. You made it. Bring your back knee on the carriage towards the shoulder pad. Hands are on the foot bar. Opening up your front leg here. So with the foot that's on the floor, you're rolling out onto your pinky toes. Get a nice stretch through the glute there. Bring the foot flat onto the ground. Hands down on the foot bar or on the platform. Push the carriage out. Nice split stretch here through the back of that leg. Then pull the carriage in, reaching back with the inside arm to grab the foot and stretching out your quad. Beautiful. We're done. Kneeling chest and shoulders. Starting with your kneeling long stretch. So bring yourself onto your knees. Hands are on the foot bar nice and wide. Feet back to the shoulder pads behind you. Here we go. Push the carriage away from the platform. And then pull the carriage back in through those straight long arms. Nice. You're super strong in your core here. So really melt your ribs to your hips. As you push the carriage away, your hips stay in the same diagonal line from your shoulders here. So we never want to push back and drop the hips down to the springs. Keep them lifted. Nice straight arms. Good. Incline chest press with your push-up. So you're bending your elbows, bring your chest down to the foot bar, push the carriage away, bend the elbows, bring the chest back in, and then push up over the foot bar. So we're sending the carriage away from the platform, bring it in, then keep it in for that push-up. Incline chest press with your push-up. Good. Really warming up your chest and shoulders, working that core. Nice work. One more. Around the world. So here we'll start by your straight arms first. Push the carriage away. Your arms are straight and keep them straight. Lift the body up, bend in the elbows, and then push the carriage away. So we're straight to lift, and then we're bending the elbows to push the carriage away from the platform. Keep going in the same direction. Nice strong core. 5 seconds to go. Good. And around the world in reverse. So send the carriage away. Keep the arms straight. You're bending your elbows to bring the chest into the footbar first. Push up tall over the top and then push the carriage away from the platform. So we're going chest to the footbar, straight arms over the footbar, push the carriage away. Good. Keep that body moving. You have enough for one more. Let's go. In, up, push back. And you're kneeling push-ups. So keep the carriage in towards the platform, bending and stretching those arms. For my advanced carvers, bring yourself into a full plank position for this one. Lifting your knees off the carriage. Let's go. Bending and stretching those arms. 13 seconds to go. Good. Keep pumping, pumping. Nice strong core. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Chest and shoulder stretch. So chest down, bottom up. Hands stay on the footbar. Nice and juicy through the chest and shoulders. And then your reach back stretch. This is my favorite too. One hand on the footbar and then reach the opposite arm up and reach back towards the back of the carriage, alternating sides. And then both hands on the shoulder pads for your camel stretch, hips forward, and then lower the head down. Nice. Side lying, legs and bum. You have your right foot in your strap. Starting with your bent leg kick back. Good. Making your way onto your left-hand side. Headrest is up. You can pop it down if you like, but I like mine up. And bring the strap over the top of your right foot this time. So the top foot threads on through. Wiggle the bum back to the back edge of the carriage. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Push the foot through the strap and you're working straight into a bent leg kick back here. So you're keeping the leg nice and straight as you press the heel back in line with your hip. And then keep the leg straight as you swing it forward, slowly bending the knee back in to return. The rope always stays in front of your knee, please. Make sure the underneath side of your body is lifted up. You've got a nice little mini arch here. Good. And the top hand is on your hip bones. Good work. Straight leg kick back. So keep the leg nice and straight here. Let's go. Push your foot through the strap. Press the heel back in line with your hips. And then swing the straight leg forward to return. I always like to keep the hand on the hip. So when the straight leg swings forward, you know when to stop. If you're crushing your fingers, then you're bringing the leg a little bit too far forward here. When you push the straight leg back, make sure your hip bones are still pointing forward. If you feel that your fingertips are opening up to the ceiling, then roll the hip forward and maintain that same position as you push the straight leg back. Last one. Good. Alternating bent and straight leg kick back. So you're doing one and then the other. Here we go. Swing the straight leg forward, bending the knee, pushing the straight leg back. Straight leg swings forward, straight leg kicks back. Keep going. Remember the rope stays in front of your knee as well, especially during the bent leg kick. If it comes underneath your knee, then again, bring your heel a little bit further forward and that'll keep the strap away from the knee. We have 8 seconds to go. Straight leg internal pulses with kickback. So the straight leg swings forward, knee and toes pointing to the ground. You have 10 pulses here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. And then press the straight leg back, heel in line with your bottom. Swing forward, internal rotation, knee and toes are down. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Push the straight leg back. You have enough time for one more. Let's go. Internal rotation. Nice fast pulses. Keep going. Pulsing that straight leg up and down. Good. Keep pulsing. And then press the straight leg back. Internal rotation pulses only. So let's swing the straight leg forward. Internal rotation. Pulsing that straight leg up and down. The carriage does not move here. Really push your foot through the strap to keep that resistance. And then really pulsing that straight leg up and down. Good. If you feel the carriage moving slightly, that's absolutely okay. But the aim is to keep it as still as you can. 10 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Single leg frog press. So here you're rotating your knee and toes outwards, hitting another part of your glutes, which is so juicy and good. Let's go. Push the heel away from the body, bending the knee back into return, keeping the rope in front of your knee. So if your knee is touching the rope or if it's underneath the rope there, then rotate your knee and toes a little more to the ceiling. Your hips still stay square though, so they're facing forward. Good. Keeping the heel in line with your knee as you push out and as you bend. 5 seconds to go. Good work. Fire hydrant to frog press. So you're keeping the carriage still. The knee is bent as you lower and lift the leg. And then push the heel away from the body, bending the knee back into return. We lower, lift the leg, push the heel toward the foot bar, and draw the knee back into return. Keep going. Carriage does not move on the fire hydrant, so can you keep it still here? Good. And of course it moves during the frog press. Fabulous. As you lower and lift the leg, make sure you keep the knee above the rope. 3 seconds. Good. Fire hydrant only. So this is when you get to really work on your fire hydrant skills, keeping the carriage still at all times. Knee and toes are pointing up to the ceiling to begin with. Then let's go. The whole leg lowers and the whole leg lifts. You're maintaining that exact same shape as you lower and lift the leg. Push your foot through the strap, so we're maintaining that same resistance. And I always like to pull the toes back towards my shins as well. Good, really feeling it in your butt. How nice does that feel? Keep going. Good, one more. Single straight leg lift. Let's go. So push the heel toward the foot bar and you're keeping the leg straight. We're lifting the leg up to the ceiling, your heel to the ceiling, and then lowering the leg down, reaching your toes towards the foot bar. Keeping your leg in front of your hip line. So if you're lifting up and your leg is back behind you, bring it forward, please. As you lift up, the toes pull back towards your shin, and as you lower down, toes press away from the body toward the foot bar. 10 seconds to go. Work through your maximum range here as well, please. Good. Corkscrew. Here we go. So the knee is slightly bent for this one, not as bent as a frog press, just slightly. And again, you're staying in the same position. The carriage doesn't move, rotating from your hip, your knee and toes to the ground, and then your knee and toes to the ceiling. If you find that the rope is getting in the way of your knee, then lift your heel up a little bit higher. Good. And really push your foot through the strap to maintain that resistance. Excellent. And then if you feel that the rotation becomes a little less, that's completely normal. 3 seconds to go. Good. Single straight leg stretch. Extend the leg, grab the strap, and enjoy the stretch to the back of your leg. Nice work. Holding in here for as long as you like. Beautiful. Floor lunges with dumbbells. We have our lunges with bicep curls to begin with. So make your way over to the right-hand side of your carriage this time. So if you're facing the foot bar, you're standing on the right-hand side, grabbing your dumbbells if you have them. Make them handy for you. Alrighty, and prepping yourself for your lunge, your first set of lunges with bicep curls. Your toes are on the floor, foot is flat on the floor, heel back to the shoulder pad behind you, and nice long spine. Let's go. Bending the supporting leg, pushing the carriage away from the platform, and stretching to pull the carriage back in again. Adding those bicep curls. Good. As you stand up nice and tall, curling those dumbbells up to your shoulders. 10 seconds to go. Good. Straight leg lunge with triceps extension and overhead press. Fun, adding it all together. Here we go. Lunging, set the back leg straight. Pull the carriage in, reaching those arms up and overhead. So here, when those arms reach up and over, you can add a rise in that position too. Lifting the heel off the floor. Good. Really pressing your back heel into the shoulder pad behind you as you lunge. Nice. How low can you go? Really reaching those straight arms up and overhead, and then really reach those arms down and back behind you. Nice. Scooter with tricep extensions. So we've got our nice low isometric hold in that lunge. The back leg is moving only, pulling the carriage in and sending the carriage away. Bending those arms as you bend the knee and extending those arms as you extend the leg. Really reach those arms back and then up to the ceiling behind you. Good. To really feel those triceps working as well. You're nice and low in that lunge. Nice, strong, solid lunge. Good. Working that right butt cheek. Feeling the love in that left, in the front of the left leg too. Good. We have our scooter lunge with overhead press. Adding it all together. So here we go. Scooter, stand tall, reach those arms overhead, drop back down to your lunge. Scooter, stand tall, reach those arms overhead, and then drop down to your lunge. Keep going just like that. With your overhead press, you can add a rise, so lifting the heel off the floor for that extra challenge. Nice. How low can you go in that lunge? One more. Good work. Lunge hold with forward punches. Let's go. So sink down nice and low. You're sinking into those hips. Back leg is straight, and let's go. Challenge that stability. Punch those strong arms forward. Nice and fast. How low can you go in that lunge? Good. Really push your back heel through the shoulder pad, really stretching that back leg. Nice work. Keep going. 12 seconds to go. Nice. Lunge pulses to scooter pulses. Keeping the back leg straight to begin with. Push the carriage away. Sink nice and low into your hips. And we're pulsing straight up and down through the supporting leg. Good. Really pushing your foot through the floor. And the back leg stays nice and straight. Then we're bringing the carriage in for 2 pulses. 2 in. And then extend the leg 2 pulses out. Keep going. And then adding those arms, if it's available to you here at this moment in time. As the elbow bends, the knee bends. As the back leg stretches, the arms straight as well. Lunge to pike. Hands on the foot bar. Pop those dumbbells down. And you're landing in a lunge, really pushing your hands through the foot bar, keeping the back leg straight, lifting your hips up to the ceiling. Pressing the carriage back into the platform and then sending the carriage away. You're nice and controlled here. Good. And use the hands on the foot bar to sink lower into your hips during that lunge. So you really push your hands through the foot bar, press down nice and low into your hips, and then round that spine as you lift on up. Good. Stretch time. Glute, hamstring, and quad stretch. Bring your left knee onto the carriage here. So bring it back towards the shoulder pad. Hands are on the foot bar. And opening up your foot. So the foot that's on the floor, roll out onto your pinky toes. So your knees pointing to the side. And then blowing it flat down on the floor. Hands are on the platform. Push the carriage away. Nice straight long stretch. And bring the carriage in. Reaching back for your foot. For that nice deep quad stretch. Beautiful work.